Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something that's, well, it's one of the most important parts of life, right? Our relationships. And this isn't about just wishing things were better. No, this is about a really clear, actionable way to actually build those better connections. So this whole framework comes from Angel Malim, and it all starts with a pretty big shift in how we think about this stuff. We're going to move away from just, hoping our connections improve and start actively setting some clear, conscious goals to make it happen. Okay, before we get into the nuts and bolts, let's start with a really core question. And I want you to really think about this for a second. When you interact with the most important people in your life, how do you feel when you walk away? Do you feel energized or just completely drained? And that right there, that feeling, that's the whole point. So often we get stuck thinking about whether we're in a relationship or not. But that's not the real question, is it? It's all about the quality. It's not just about having someone there, it's about feeling supported, feeling secure. Or are you constantly feeling like your battery's just being run down to zero? All right, so how do we actually work on that feeling? Well, Angema's framework gives us 4 key areas where we can set some really specific, powerful goals. This is how we can fundamentally change how we relate, not just to other people, but to ourselves too. Okay, first up, and honestly, this is the big one, it's non-negotiable. It all starts with you. The main goal here? Just be a little gentler with yourself. You know? Can you try to be less critical when you're feeling certain emotions? Can you treat yourself with a bit more kindness? That's the foundation for everything else. Number 2, we look at the actual quality of your connections with other people. And the goal here isn't just to, hang out. It's about building relationships where you can really speak your mind, where you don't feel like you have to have your guard up all the time. It's about getting past the small talk and finding that real, genuine connection. Third, and for so many people, this is an absolute game changer, boundaries. And I love this little stick figure drawing here because it shows what boundaries are really about. They're not about building walls to shut people out. They're about creating just enough healthy space so you can be close to people without completely losing yourself in the process. It all comes down to mutual respect. And number 4, it's all about finding balance because a healthy relationship, it can't be a one-way street. The goal here is to build a dynamic where, yeah, you give care and you give support, but you also let yourself receive it. You allow yourself to be looked after sometimes. It's about creating a flow that feels good and sustainable for everyone. So there you have it. Those are the 4 pillars that can guide this whole thing. Your relationship with yourself, the quality of your key relationships, setting those loving boundaries, and finding that sweet spot between giving and receiving. Okay, so we've got the framework, right? The next logical step is turning all this insight into an actual plan of action. This is where we make it real and apply it to your life. And I really want you to take a second and just sit with this question. Imagine it's exactly 1 year from today, and you feel warmer, closer, and more connected in your life. Which one relationship would you most want to see improved? Just pick one. And don't forget, that relationship could absolutely be the one you have with yourself. This really gets to such a profound truth, doesn't it? We spend so much of our lives chasing success, chasing achievements. But when it all comes down to it, our health and our relationships are what make a life feel truly rich and meaningful. It's just a lesson a lot of us tend to learn a little later than we should. So if any of this has been resonating with you and you want to keep going on this journey of growth, here are a couple of ways you can stay in the loop. And hey, this isn't just us talking at you. Angema would genuinely love to hear from you, your story, your thoughts, maybe which one of these goals really stood out to you. So please jump into the comments below and share your experience. And finally, if you want more insights just like this, the easiest way to stay up to date is to subscribe to the Growth Multiplier channel. Just pull out your phone, open the camera, and scan the little QR code right there on the screen. It's that simple. Thank you.